In episode 6 of the Wheel of Time Season 3, the stakes have been raised and characters are now in deeper, more complex situations than ever before. With this show's rich lore and intricate plots, it's hard to digest everything in a single sitting, especially for those who aren't familiar with Robert Jordan's books. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. This episode dives into the heart of the political schemes, emotional conflicts, and the ongoing struggle for power in the world of the One Power. But it's not just about battles and drama. It's about what the characters are willing to sacrifice and how much they're willing to change. Let's break down the major plot points, character developments, and the shocking moments that define this episode. Liandrin's dark past. The episode begins with a powerful flashback to 95 years ago, revealing Liandrin's tragic and violent history. We see her giving birth to a child named Aludrin, only to have her husband attempt to drown the baby. This gruesome moment showcases Liandrin's capability to channel the One Power as she kills the two men in the room in a desperate act to protect her son. But this isn't just a story of motherhood and survival. It's the start of her alignment with darker forces. After her escape, Ishmael, or Ish, comes to her rescue, and from there, we understand her eventual fall into the Black Aja. The revelation of Liandrin's past sets the tone for the rest of the episode. It's clear that she's haunted by what she's done, and her loyalty to Ishmael has been tested ever since his death. This brings us to her present-day situation.
Stayed in the tower as long as I could. You miss it there, don't you?
Lanfear's dangerous plan. In the dream world, we see Lanfear, one of the Forsaken, visit Liandrin. Their conversation reveals deep layers of political intrigue among the Forsaken. Lanfear is cautious about trusting Liandrin, as the Black Aja has always followed Ishmael's lead. But now that he's dead, allegiances are shifting. Lanfear questions Liandrin about her role in Tanchico and whether she's working with Raven, another Forsaken. Liandrin insists that she's not, but Lanfear has her doubts. Lanfear also has a mission for Liandrin, to kill a fellow Black Aja member who has been turned by Raven. But that's not all. Liandrin is tasked with finding the bracelets and collar of the Shackled Man, a powerful man who can channel but is bound by these devices. Liandrin doesn't know where the second bracelet is, but she knows that failure is not an option. The weight of Lanfear's demands only deepens the tension within the Black Aja as the episode progresses.
Everything.
The search for information in Tanchico. While the plots of power and betrayal swirl behind the scenes, our main characters, Elaine, Nynaeve, Matt, and Min, continue their mission in Tanchico. They've been sent to gather information about the Black Aja and Liandrin's activities. The group splits up, each tasked with seeking out intel in their own way. Meanwhile, Egwene is dealing with her own emotional turmoil and attempts to confront Lanfear in Tel'aran'rhiod, the world of dreams. The Wise Ones warn her that Lanfear is too powerful to confront directly in the dream world, but Egwene refuses to back down. She's determined to find a way to stop Lanfear and stop the growing tension between her and Rand. The Wise Ones suggest that Egwene could focus her power within her own dreams, where she might be able to overcome Lanfear's influence. This sets up an intriguing dynamic, where Egwene must navigate her own growing power while battling the Forsaken.
You've been hiding from me.
Rand and Moiraine, a tense meeting. Back in the Ale Waste, Rand and Moiraine's relationship remains strained. Moiraine, who has been struggling with her own trauma and fear of the One Power, confronts Rand about his control over the Source. Moiraine is clearly intimidated by the amount of power he possesses and is worried about what it could mean for the world. Rand, however, is unyielding. He reveals that he doesn't see the One Power as something to be submitted to, but something to be fought. This highlights a key difference between Rand and Moiraine and sets up a conflict of ideologies that will likely play out in future episodes. In this episode, Rand's power is on full display. He's clearly becoming more attuned to the Source, and he can now wield incredible amounts of power with little effort. But with that power comes danger, and Rand's internal struggle is starting to manifest outwardly. Moiraine may be worried about him, but it's clear that Rand is determined to embrace the role of the Dragon Reborn, no matter what the cost.
This would be for a man, big strong man such as
the Horn of Valere, and Matt's growing role. Matt, ever the skeptic but ever the opportunist, finds himself in a difficult position in this episode. He's actively trying to track down the second bracelet, hoping it will lead him closer to his goal of obtaining the shackled man's collar. Along the way, Matt has several key interactions with other characters, including Tom Marilyn, who warns him to stay away from Leandrin. Matt, however, is not one to be easily deterred, and he continues to push forward with his own plans. Matt's determination and cunning are further highlighted when he gets his hands on the second bracelet. His encounter with a local who claims to have found it in his father's shop is a tense moment, but it ends with Matt securing the item and delivering it to Nynaeve. This marks a significant step in Matt's ongoing journey. Although he's often seen as the comic relief or reluctant hero, Matt's resourcefulness and ability to think on his feet are integral to the success of the group. Moghedien's machinations. One of the most chilling moments of the episode occurs when Moghedien, another Forsaken, takes center stage. She's already proven to be a calculating and manipulative figure, and here she continues to show just how far she's willing to go to achieve her goals. Moghedien enchants Nynaeve and Elaine, forcing them to follow her commands without question. The two women find themselves under her influence, unable to resist as she takes control of their actions. However, Nynaeve's resistance is palpable. Despite Moghedien's power, Nynaeve seems to be able to sense something is wrong. This moment of resistance is crucial, as it shows that Nynaeve is becoming more attuned to her abilities and may be able to break free from Moghedien's grasp in the future. Unfortunately, Moghedien ultimately overpowers her and takes the bracelet, leaving Nynaeve and Elaine without any leads.
I didn't know.
Egwene and Rand. Emotional turmoil. The emotional conflict between Egwene and Rand takes a darker turn in this episode. After some tense conversations, Rand finally confronts Egwene, giving her an apology that feels half-hearted at best. He accuses her of caring more about the Wise Ones than about him, further deepening the divide between them. Egwene, on the other hand, can't shake the feeling that Rand is slipping away from her. It's not just that he's changing, it's that he's becoming someone she no longer recognizes. This moment is a turning point for both characters. For Rand, it signals that his journey toward embracing his destiny as the Dragon Reborn may cost him the very people who once cared for him. For Egwene, it's a harsh realization that her love for Rand may not be enough to stop the destructive forces at play. The climactic battle and shocking loss. The episode reaches its peak with a surprise attack from Samael, who launches an assault on Rand and Egwene. Samael's presence is overwhelming, and it's clear that he's become a formidable foe. Rand, desperate to protect those he cares about, resorts to using his one power to fend off the attackers. But in doing so, he unleashes a tremendous force that causes massive destruction. The aftermath of this battle is tragic. In his attempt to reverse the damage he's caused, Rand tries to bring Alcera back to life, but he's unable to. The sheer weight of her death overwhelms him, and Moiraine has to step in to prevent him from losing control entirely. This moment highlights the dangerous consequences of Rand's growing power. It also sets up a grim reality. Rand's quest to save the world may lead to the destruction of everything and everyone he holds dear.
This is an army.
Soon golden eyes will.
Ending on a dark note. As the episode concludes, the fallout from the battle lingers. Perrin and Faeli are caught up in their own emotional turmoil, and the threat of war against the White Cloaks looms large. The characters are left to pick up the pieces, but it's clear that the road ahead will be fraught with even more danger and uncertainty. Season 3, Episode 6 ends on a somber note, emphasizing the high cost of power and the toll it takes on those who wield it. For Rand, Moiraine, and the others, the journey is far from over, and the challenges they face will only grow more intense as they move closer to the last battle. Our nerdy thoughts. With its intricate plotting, emotional depth, and stunning character developments, The Wheel of Time continues to be a captivating show that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Episode 6 is no exception, delivering both shocking moments and profound character growth. As the season progresses, it's clear that the stakes have never been higher, and the choices the characters make will shape the fate of the world. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 6, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth recaps, explanations, and all things Wheel of Time. Make sure to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the episode and if you're excited for what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.